with the Yo-Ho-Ho, it's Teddy the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy Big Bang. In the last episode, we defeated Shamshir from Saudi Arabia and made it to the fourth round of the semi-finals of the regional FFI Version 2 qualifiers. But now we start a new chapter to see which kind of characters we'll be focusing on ahead of that semi-final. Who's this guy? We'll find out, I'm sure. Judging by the speed and angle, I determine there is an 86% chance that he will dodge to the right. Did he? What in the world? My calculation was supposed to go perfectly. I'm sure he did go to his right, though. I guess Zippy means his right. Well, the 14% chance has come true. Let's get those numbers up, Zippy. You can count on me. I can just count better in general. Well done, Keenan. Everybody's getting so much better than before. They're even cooperating with each other now. I was really worried about them at first, to be honest. That's code for I'm still worried about them. Trina! Again?
Trina.
I'm really scared, buddy. And I know that you are too.
True strength is being able to face what you fear the most. If I never learned that from Trina, I wouldn't be where I am now. I've got to help her back somehow.
Episode 4勝利への解放 VS タイ代表マッハタイガー
Oh, exciting. Thailand. Muay Tigers. Interesting. Our training is going pretty well, wouldn't you see? Yeah, we've even increased our momentum by 27%. How do you track this?
It sure feels great being able to move my body around like this.
Frank. Look at all the explanation. He only said his name. Your movements have gotten sharper, but you can do better. Your speed is dropping. Aye? Move up more to the front.
Yeah?
Ricardo gave his teammates real advice. Has he started to acknowledge them as football players?
Hey, Tree. Hey, you guys! Are you done with today's training? Are you? Dinner's done already! Today we're having curry! Curry! Go and wash your hands!
Your first storyline since chapter 1, I think.
Yes, I love Auntie's curry. Let's go, Trina. Yes.
Huh.
Oh, well, mate, you've got all the time in the world to have a chat, so let's see what's going on in the inner link, of course, because, yeah, the story objective right now is go have dinner, so the pork curry can wait. This seems to be a bit of a constant thing on Andrea's menu. Can we get some fish on the menu? Big fan of fish. It might bring back Adekebi while we're at it. Well, Buddy's clearly not interested. He wants to go get burgers in the shape of football balls.
And I got a buy one get one free coupon.
All the footballs, all the burgers, and Coach Black. This is definitely the one that I'm looking into the most. He gets about 3 hours of sleep at night. That's that's not enough. Coach Black heading for an early grave at this rate. What? And the fact that these guys were up all night just to get that information. Don't know how you guys were coping at the football practice, but How's this man coping on 3 hours of sleep? Teach me your secrets, Astro Black. How can I be like you? But he's not just trying to get people onto the football burger shop, but also he's taking his own little diary just to try and get some kind of response out of Trina, I guess. I guess this is going to have to be her chapter, maybe. But for now, once again, QR codes if you want to start getting yourself some, just look them up on the wiki and there's plenty for you to get use of straight away. I'm going to wait until probably more of the mid-game before we start properly putting those into use. Again, dialogue does change to reflect that Inazuma National's becoming more popular and that we've beaten Shamshir, but I'm just going to skip travel straight to the residence so that we can have some dinner. If you do skip travel to the residence and you've got to go down, it doesn't take you to the pitch in front like you might expect, but here we are. Give us some curry.
Hurry! The curry is getting cold! Well then, bon appetit!
Thank you. Ah, I'm full. Auntie's curry is delicious. I just have to keep eating it.
Well then, see you later.
Yeah. Zippy? Dad? Mum? That's Zippy's parents.
Zippy, your father and I are surprised that you weren't at home when we returned from our business trip. What were you thinking? If you waste your time on sports, you'll fall behind in your studies.
I know that, Mum. But I'm on the team representing Japan. No one will look down on me for being a part of this team.
Perhaps, but your studies are more important. What good is there in kicking a ball? I can't comprehend why you would squander your studies for this. But there's no point in quarrelling over what you've already begun. I doubt you can leave now anyway. Withdraw at the appropriate moment and tell me as soon as you're rid of this useless sport. Okay, Dad. That is all I have to say. Let's go.
Zippy, come back home soon, okay? Hey. Keenan! Zippy, are you leaving the team? Were you listening? Yes. Why did you join this team? Does your reason for joining Inazuma National have something to do with your parents? I knew it. I knew that was the case. In exchange for joining the team, I wish to be emancipated from my parents and live independently. Huh? You mean you want to move away from your parents and look after yourself? Dad is the head of a top-tier trading company, and Mum is a diplomat. They're both of the elite class. I'm always under their watchful eyes. All they want me to do is study and act as a perfect honour student. Even in elementary school, I would stay in extra classes just because I didn't want to go home. All parents are the same. They're always pushing their values on their children and controlling them. I think that's wrong. At the very least, my father's not anything like that. My father always respects my decisions and has always let me do whatever I decide to do. He's always cheering me on, and if I do something right, he praises me. He doesn't control me at all. My father is a detective for the Japanese police force. A detective? Yes, his insight is excellent, and he doesn't let any clue get past him, no matter how small. He's called the Sherlock Holmes of Japan, and is respected by everyone. My dream is to someday become a great detective like my father. My condition for playing in this team is that I'll be able to visit the London Police Scotland Yard. What exactly are you insinuating? Huh? You're trying to say that your family is better than mine, aren't you? Oh, no, I didn't mean that at all, Zippy. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking my leave now. Zippy? Morning. Why do you think we were told to come here? Don't tell me you're still mad about yesterday. You're acting like a child, holding a grudge like this. You see you want to live away from your parents, but the truth is, you just want attention, don't you? What? What would you know? You don't know anything about me. Stop saying those things.
Hey, stop it, you two. Already fighting at this time of the day.
But Keenan... Shh, the coach is here. Next is the Asian Bloc semi-finals. Everyone performed more than adequately in the last match.
However, with your current power, you have no chance of winning the Asian qualifiers.
Eh?
Follow me.
Make your way to the reception gate in the home area. I shall head there first. As long as he doesn't fall asleep on the way there anyway, on 3 hours of nod. The reception gate? Is there something there? I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Really good set of scenes there. I didn't even want to just cut it off and take the mickey with it, but clearly we're getting a bit of a focus on Zippy right away. We've met his parents, and it's another one of those football non-believers, just like Axel's dad. And what's another example of a condescending Inazuma parent? Well, Teresa's didn't seem that good. Zippy's apparently never had a hamburger before, so any sympathy we had for him over the past couple of minutes is now gone. An excessive calorie intake impairs the mind. Right, thanks for that one, but yeah, I mean, Zippy and Keenan, they're both in the defence, and they've both kind of put logic ahead of their footballing so far, so there's already a fair bit of similarities, but that's a chance to properly see them engage with each other, and really, it didn't go all that well. Just Keenan bragging about his family, and it's like, oh, well, sensitivity is one to be learned, but it's a good reflection. What? What's here?
Wait there.
Surprise! Huh? There were stairs here?
Go on.
There's nothing here. Yeah. Ah! Where are we? Is this teleportation?
This is a hologram.
A hologram? You're saying all of this is fake?
That's right, but it's not just images. By sending a signal to your brains, the exact same sensations are able to be reproduced.
Real sensations? In our brains?
You will all train here from now on. This is my creation, Dark Room.
Dark Room? We'll train here? This is a pretty amazing device. But if we train here, we're sure to power up. Everyone, let's try it. Yeah.
If you have any questions, you should ask Glacier.
I mean, are we sure to power up? So far, what we've seen it can do is put us in the Ryman Riverside, a pitch that we've already been to. But yes, holograms, I guess, is technology that exists now. You have to talk to Glacier to get things underway. Sky's just someone to chat to, but what's this dark room? It seems pretty well lit to me. Arian, I will give you the dark data.
Black data number 1 acquired. Maybe that's something for us to update.
If you use the dark data, you will be able to train in the dark room. You will also need prestige points to train, so I will give you these. Training at the dark room? Okay, let's try it at once.
And we just got some money in a text box. Yeah, I guess the explanation is we figured this was going to be called the Black Room in reference to Astro Black's surname, Black. But no, this was in the Portuguese dub of the anime, and they did just call it the Dark Room. But we can select various training programs here for just a small monetary cost and distribute some stats off the back of that. I could explain it in the tutorial menu, or I could explain it by actually doing it. So Glacier would just explain it again, right? This is a feature that has been in all Inazuma games, but it has never been quite like this. Like, the familiar music is back, not necessarily fitting for the Dark Room, but let's just pick Arian first. We have one option so far, Snow Squat, where an excellent would gain us +8, good +3, and whoops, +1. That's fairly substantial, and at 500 prestige points we could do a fair amount of this. So let's see what it looks like first off. They give you a tutorial, but we're fine for that. In the previous Go games, it used to be that the first piece of training that you ever do on a character is guaranteed to be an excellence. I think that's still there in Galaxy, because we did just gain an excellent there. But that means that the first thing you ever train on is going to just give you 8 points. And Arian's kick right now is 58, so for 500 prestige points, I could just boost him up to 66 if I wanted to. This is definitely something that I don't want to go too ham on, because you can very inexpensively just jack up your players. But this is overall a much quicker way of doing things compared to how it was in previous games, where you would just do it one by one and slowly put some stats on. Now you can really go hard in just putting loads of points on at once.
That went okay, but what about this other training routine?
So now we've got the dark data number 4 or black data number 4, whatever you want to go with.
Okay, let's try a new kind of training.
And how will this differ? Should you wish to get some more points on your other players, you can still do a different train. Like Ricardo Fortissimo Foot is not even scoring against regular goalkeepers, so I would like some more kick on him, but it is instead going to force us into doing explosive dribble. So if Snow Squat is just what we've had in the previous games, simple press A to get points, this is going to be pretty different. It's got a tutorial, but trust me, these last a while, so I'll just explain it as we go along. New to Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy is actual training mini-games. We are controlling a character of our choice right now and freely running around this overworld, which the main thing it reminds me of is Mario Party mini-games with falling bombs games. I think there was one in Advance, one in some of the GameCube Mario Parties, but what we're doing here is just running around and collecting stars within a time limit, and the more stars we get, the more we will level up. Obviously, if we get hit by a bomb, then we will be hospitalized and forced to drop out of the Earth 11. It's not that drastic, I'm afraid, but I'm afraid. But yes, you'll obviously be unable to move for a while. I'm not going to run into a missile on purpose, because trust me, the more I do of this, I will get hit by one eventually, but falling bombs and targeted missiles could both hit us. For the time being, I think I'm doing this as well as I can be, but the more you level up, the harder the minigame gets. And we've still got a lot left to go, because I'm getting all these timers as I run past them, and they add quite a substantial amount of time. Like, when I said we've got 90 seconds left on the timer at one point, we've still got 90 seconds left on the timer. And you know what happened? I was so busy looking at the timer that I ran straight into a bomb. It wasn't actually that punishing. I don't know if there was a combo break applied to it or anything, but yeah, these are alternative, more time-consuming ways to gain points. It's definitely not a quicker way to train, but it's supposed to be more fun because mini-games and all that. But I think the bigger thing here is that you can get high scores, And there are certain achievements in the game. I think a couple of them even relate to PAL packing requirements on a rare occasion. Your high scores on these are logged, and the better you do at it, the more fun you will have, in theory, right? And yeah, it's nice to kind of pick different characters because the game actually records your high score with who you did it with. So you can kind of build a top 5 high scores thing. These blue things contain actual items that will get as rewards. Oh wow, they've really picked up the pace. If you do get hit by a bomb, then you have to recollect the ball, which I've not been doing the grandest job of. As you can see, yeah, the difficulty has definitely stepped up a bit now. We're on level 12. 30 seconds left to go until we add another 10. See, these mini games can go on for a while, perhaps too long, I might hazard to say, but there's several mini games in this, and some of them are unlocked. Some of them are pretty hidden in how you can unlock them. This one obviously is going to be there by default, so we're going to... Wow, I really just walked straight into an explosion, huh? We'll play this to the best of my ability, and we'll see what kind of ranking and rewards we can get for it. I get the feeling, though, it's not going to be that well, because either I suck at these mini games, or they just don't give you that great of rewards. What am I doing? I knew there was going to be a bomb there. I must just have some real problem with Ricardo. Maybe Terry is currently controlling the gameplay. Get the timer first. Oh, if I didn't do that first, then the minigame would have been over. That's a little tactical decision until I just ran straight back into a bomb again. Still, once again, as soon as it seems like the minigame's going to be over, I'm coming in with a last-minute clutch save to keep things going, to once again get Ricardo blown up. You can pass by the stars without being in possession of the ball for some reason, so I'm not sure what the complete advantage of maintaining possession is, but yeah, we got Magnetism, a defensive move. I remember in my first playthrough I actually gave that to Charisse, but not going to do that this time because there's something better I want to give her. But a Fireball Bracelet is a pretty good equipable item. In terms of points, we've got 14, so I'm just going to put a solid 10 onto Kick so that Fortissimo can be a bit better. Block would be nice, and let's have just even numbers for stamina and luck. So again, there's nothing to stop you from just doing a lot of this. Go Galaxy does let you become really overpowered in the early stages because you can do all the competition route matches to continually level up. You can do the dark data stuff to just put loads of stats onto you. The restrictions are done. The floor is open. Just make your players as good as you want. And should you wish to do that, we're only a couple chapters in, but you can go hard. This training was tough, but I'm sure we're going to improve if we keep at it. Although, it's a bit strange that this is what I have to do for training, and this room's technology is borderline revolutionary. It must have cost a fortune. And above that, we're the team that get to use this technology.
It isn't a problem, but I do wonder why we're here. If we really continue to train like this, then victory really is within our reach.
What? Victory? Whoa, wait a second there. Do you all really aim to be the champions? Here?
What do you mean?
Our contract only states that we must participate. We're not obliged to win the tournament.
Oh.
Still, would I be able to keep my promise that way?
Do you want me to check the terms of the contract?
No need. I'll continue playing regardless of the contract conditions. I like it here. I can express how I feel using football.
Self-expression, huh? You're right.
What about you guys?
If everyone's in, then so am I.
Me too.
Of course I'm going to continue. I'm not satisfied with how things are now.
I don't know. The conditions have to be met, though.
What about you, Trina? Huh? Why don't you speak more clearly? I'm sorry.
Hey, Tree.
Good work, everyone. Your opponent for the semi-finals has been decided.
Poor Buddy once again. Even Sky cutting him off.
It'll be Thailand's Muay Tigers. They easily defeated Qatar's team, the Desert Lions, in a 5-0 win.
Good to know that the Desert Lions are still around, even if they're getting stomped. Saudi Arabia and their team were the team that got stomped like that in Inazuma 3's story. Now they've swapped roles. This time we take on Saudi Arabia while the Desert Lions get slapped. But at least they did make it to the third round. That's not bad.
Huh? 5-0?
But Desert Lions really that weak? To lose a match by 5 goals?
No, far from it. According to the public, they were the favourites going into the match.
Speaking of which, this tournament has a lot of glaring contradictions. Strong teams are losing, and vice versa. You just realised that? In any case, it looks like we got ahead of ourselves in thinking we could ever win the whole tournament. Still fighting about this? Who knows? This fighting is dumb. It's stupid to think people could easily understand one another and get along. Huh? Well, everybody, let's do our best. We can't lose against Muay Tigers. Keep on doing the special training, and victory is ours for sure. Yeah. Yes.
There's a bit of a wry smile there, Keenan. What's up? But there we go. So we've done our training in the dark room, which is actually not just well lit, but filled with revolutionary holograms. A decent step, and they must have been spending millions upon millions of pounds on this training facility. But for the time being, we will just tell Sky that we are done training. We can obviously do some more. Like, go on, let's... I really don't want to go too hard on this because... I'm still probably one level too high anyway. Too much training can put us in the realms of just being way too good. In fact, who would I even want to become better? Because one training round that's guaranteed to be an excellent can genuinely push them quite a while. But let's go for Terry. I'm not going to do another explosive dribble, but can you beat 36,782? Leave a comment down below to say that yes, you absolutely smashed it, because you almost certainly did. But for now, come on Terry, gains, swats, do it for JME. Man do an Italian whip. No, it wasn't an excellent, it was a good, so I guess that guarantee is gone now. His kick is 20. I mean, obviously, we want to boost the catch. Well, now I kind of want to do it again just to see if we can get a whoops, but I'll just pour this into some stats that don't matter. We don't want him having too high of a catch at this stage of the game. No, it's just going to be good. You can definitely train your money right away. Let's put it on luck. There we go. With a bit of luck, Ricardo might like you. There we go. His skill, by the way, heavy hurl, that means that his punches actually send the ball a bit further. That's a nice skill to have just right off the gate. But let's finish the training for the day and call it quits.
Trina? I can't handle this special training. Really am useless. Trina, you're going back home? Trina?